Virgo, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your general read for December. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please understand this is a general read, so I like to separate my readings between finance, career, personal growth, and love. And I intentionally do that just so I can separate the energies. It does require a lot more out of me because I'm tapping into so many different chakras, Virgo, but I do enjoy that way because this is the whole purpose of my channel, and it's about giving you more thorough understanding or intuitive nudges or validation confirmation for yourself. So with that said, Virgos, please, my subscribers, thank you so much. I want to say thank you for the support and everything you guys have done. All the likes, shares, and subscribes. Honestly, Virgo, last week you guys were amazing, like with the love readings, really resonated with a lot of people, and I got so many beautiful messages and emails for that reading. So I want to say thank you. Also to whoever donated. I want to say thank you to those who donated to my channel. If you're looking to donate, again, it's not asked, but obviously the donations are welcomed if you want to exchange energy for the readings. The link is below, but I want to give thanks to those who did. So thank you so much for that as well. And to my newcomers, just so you know, I'm very claircognizant and clairsentient, so I tend to really channel through my inner feelings and strong clairsentience. So I'm already in a Zen, Virgo. So we're gonna begin just so I could stir things up for myself. So I meditate on all the signs, Virgo. So I have channel messages for all. So I meditate on signs prior because that's also how I tend to tap into the energies of each sign. And so, especially for monthly general reads, I like to tap into the signs. So I have messages for you already, Virgo. So let's talk about the full moon we just had, you guys. We just had the full moon November 30th, right? That was Monday. So it was full moon in Beaver. It was the Beaver moon, which is the moon of gathering, right? And so full moons are about clearing. And because in addition, it was a lunar eclipse full moon, this is going to last until the next lunar eclipse. So do take advantage of the energies. Full moons are always about clearing. And if you start to pay attention to your patterns during these times, sometimes you tend to notice how the similar things tend to resurface during the same time all the time. When you become more mindful of those patterns, then you'll know what the switch is or what the next move is, or what is it that you need to bring into awareness for yourself for you to make the shifts you need for you. Now you may experience some, if you're sensitive to the full moons, some of you may experience some restlessness. It can also, leaving this full moon, I feel, which also is in the sign of Gemini, which we'll get to, will have you feeling a little bit of feeling vulnerable and maybe feelings of uncertainty. So do let the energies kind of pass. You know, the full moon energies are strongest 4 days before and 4 days after, or at least for me it is. But for some, it can go a little longer in terms of symptoms and things that your shifts that you're feeling within your internal body. Now for it being in Gemini, what I love about this, and the only thing I want to kind of pinpoint, because I noticed a theme throughout all of the signs and all the readings I'm doing, and how strong the energy was in terms of the meditative messages and the channel messages that I have, is Gemini is the sign of the twins. And twins signify both the human and the being that makes us human, which reminds us of our soul, which is our soul, right? It's the being that makes us human. It is our soul, is our consciousness. And because of that, all the messages really have to do with internal work. So do be patient with me, Virgo, with these readings, because I'm realizing they're becoming, I normally try to keep these readings under 30 minutes, but they're just about the soul this month, and very deep, and I'm tapping into very deep inner knowings, and I have to allow myself to kind of be with the energy. So this will be maybe a 30 to 40 minute reading throughout all the signs, honestly. But anyways, channel messages for you, Virgo, for the month of December is lay a solid plan on your foundation. Next thing I heard was what's to come is sweeter than what you could imagine if you believe. So I really do feel Spirit is guiding you to be more in believing that you can accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish, or even self-doubt. Maybe some of you are experiencing some level of self-doubt, and it's time for you to shift that energy to actually believe and into something much sweeter. So the other thing is your armor of ancestral wisdom is working through you. So some of you have very strong ancestral wisdom within you. Do know that that energy is shifting something within you that is working through you. And then last but not least, the last message was stay ready. So I really do feel this is because, you know, there's a lot of shifts happening, especially for earth signs. So with that solid, you know, that first initial lay a solid plan for your foundation, you know, it's one of those things where when opportunity to present, just to be ready. And I feel that strongly as well. So we're going to look at messages on what Virgo needs to surrender for the month of December. So what does Virgo need to surrender for the month of December? Okay, I'm back, Virgo. Sorry, had an interruption. So we're going to look at what you guys need to surrender for the month of December, Spirit. So what does Virgo need to surrender for the month of December, please? Oh. Okay. So we have, of course, surrender to your intuition. Yeah, this is trusting. So now I see, you know, what's to come is sweeter than what you could imagine if you believe. And this is your intuition. That's that first channel message. I'm just as excited when these reads start, you guys, because when I get channel messages, I don't always have the bigger, it's like the bigger picture of what's to come. But when it shows in the readings, I always think it's beautiful and amazing how it all works together. So here, surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Yes. And I feel because you guys have such strong ancestral wisdom, that's for some of you that's working through you, your intuition's more heightened, and this full moon is probably going to make you very sensitive in terms of feeling things. So do pay attention to that. For some of you, I'm hearing kind of journal and write things down, and then you might have to come back to it later because you don't know why it's coming up. And then surrender what is. Again, this is like the flow, surrendering to the flow. And so here it says, flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation compassionately, accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Oh, wrong one. And then we have surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. And this is probably you. These are probably blockages, I think, maybe to your intuition right now. And Spirit is definitely saying just to center yourself and then just to focus on the flow of it, on the flow of whatever you're experiencing, whatever the dilemma is, whatever you're frustrated about, whatever is it that you're mentally processing, so you can really quiet your mind and then listen to your intuition more. And hear what your ancestors or your guides are trying to tell you during this time. So let's see. I want to see what Virgo needs to forgive themselves for the month of December, Spirit. What does Virgo need to forgive themselves for? I forgive myself for creating confusion by adjusting my vision to reflect what others want to experience through me. I choose to believe that when I make my vision my own, I invite others to clarify their desires and seek its fulfillment independently. And that's purpose. And, you know, for some of you are probably experiencing this frustration with others, you know, feeling this need to share your vision. Sometimes our vision is only for us, and we can't get frustrated with that. Source puts things in our hearts for a reason, and sometimes we have to allow Source to develop what that is in our hearts first before we can share it with anyone. And I really do feel that's why Source is guiding you to go within, to trust your intuition. And again, that channel message, what's to come is sweeter than what you could imagine if you believe. And this is about you trusting and believing, because you can sit and pray. And, you know, I think it's always a challenge when people sit and pray and want and desire and like ask. But then when it's finally in front of you, you don't even see it, you don't even feel it, you don't even understand what it is, because it's almost like the mind can't believe that those prayers can be answered, or it's probably not looking the way you think it should look. And that's not how Source works. That's not how Spirit works, and that's not how your higher self works. Which is why I see why Spirit is saying stay ready, because when you see it, when you feel it, you're gonna know. It's gonna be more of an intuition, and your body's gonna recognize the answer. It's almost like you're gonna recognize the answer within yourself. I like that. So we're gonna pull a full moon energy, because obviously we're full moon just passed. Spirit, what is this full moon energy shift for Virgo, please? Give me an energy. You and your loved ones are safe. You know, and for those of you who may be experiencing some concerns right now, maybe this is a security for some of you Virgos. I mean, Virgos is always a loving nature and always a nurturer, I feel, of one of the most nurturing signs of the zodiac. So do you understand that you and your loved ones are safe? And with that, I really am feeling you should have an alleviation. That's one, you should not have to worry too much about that, because it's being taken care of. Source is present. And that'll allow you to have some more mental space to focus on other things you need to be, you know, putting your energy towards. So we're going to pull an energy for finance, career, personal growth, and love now. So Spirit, give me an energy for Virgo for finance and career, please. Interesting. Magician in the mirror, caring connection, personal growth, and love, please. Give me one for love. Indecision. Wow. Well, in the love department, something either ended, or there's a big transition here in love coming up. So we're going to pull more tarot. I like to put two dimensions of tarot for those who haven't seen my read. So here for finance, career, we're showing up with Magician in the mirror and caring connection. And I think this is about collaboration and who you're going to transmute energy with, who you're going to exchange energy with, who are going to be more resourceful in helping you and assisting you transmuting that energy, and, you know, how it's going to complement knowledge you already know, already have. So I'm going to pull some more tarot on this. some of you may not have that, and there may be some levels of frustration because of that, and it's you know, making you frustrated. Spirit, give me more on this finance and career. Give me more on this finance and career here for Virgo. Give me more. Give me one more. Yep. Yeah. New beginnings. So emotional loss, new beginnings, and patience and planning. Yes. So I really do feel there's a lot of patience and planning in terms of probably what you want to create at this time. For those of you with creative projects, obviously this is about, I really feel, in finding the right network, because I feel with this emotional loss, it feels like a time constraint in terms of your energy. And so you've had to be patient with yourself. But there is a new beginning. There is a new beginning. Some of you are experiencing maybe frustrations in the networks that you currently have already, like whether in your job. And so there are transitions happening in the workspace where it is creating some level of frustration. And maybe you're trying to, with this Magician and Mirror, is trying to find a new way. You're trying to find new opportunities, or basically a new beginning, a new job, a new opportunity, maybe through your networks, through your connections during this time. And so Spirit is just saying, be patient with the process. Right now is the time for you to be patient with it, because things will come up. You know, this new beginning is here, the Fool. Also be strategic. Yes. So this is that energy where Spirit told me in the channel message. So this is the stay ready. So this new beginning here, that energy, that original channel message we got, stay ready. This is the opportunity that when the opportunity comes, you guys, while in this Magician, and for some of you, this Magician energy is the opportunity that is just going to present itself. And you have to be in a place where in your intuition, you can feel it in your body that it is the new opportunity presenting itself. So you can see it, and then you can quickly hop on it. You know, try to stay away from this energy of feeling like, oh my God, things are taking forever. Things are taking so long. I'm so frustrated. Again, with the frustration, surrender to what is. Surrender to what is here, Virgo. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. And this is about you trying to manage your peace of mind right now in terms of lightening up your mind, so you're not creating your own blockages to these new beginnings, and that when they do surface, they come, you're ready. You know, obviously with everything, it's a challenge, but you don't want to block your own blessings, you know, because you're too consumed with the frustrations of it not being or having, and then it blocks you so much that you can't see when it's in front of you. So for personal growth, we have door to personal healing and happiness. So Spirit, give me more to this door to personal healing, for personal growth here for Virgo. Yeah. So we have choose wisely, we have disruption, and we have rejoice and celebration here. I feel this has to do with, this feels like immediate connections. This feels like this, because I just, in my head, it's the first thing that came, Virgo. This feels like a personal issue here, door to personal healing and happiness. And so this is something that you're internalizing yourself, right? This has, although it's whatever you're healing has to do with how other people made you feel, but this is about you coming to yourself and your responsibility to you about your personal healing and happiness. This is about accountability for you, and this is why Choose Wisely is here, because the truth is there are so many things that can happen in our immediate circle and who we allow in terms of our emotions, because this is our emotional space. I'm seeing this is the Seven of Cups in the tarot, but I'm seeing this as your emotional space. And so we have to choose wisely who we allow in and who isn't going to, with this disruption as a Tower, who isn't going to disrupt our emotional space so easily. So with Rejoice, this is about the people you connect with, right? This is your circle of friends, your network. And I feel like this is you protecting that, or just being more in self-awareness this month of December about that personal space of yours and how your mood can probably fluctuate according to it could be on who you're with any given day. This is truly like an emotional shift, and I feel like it has its ups and downs and cycles, and I feel like I'm feeling like, Virgo, you're trying to grasp these cycles and kind of get an understanding of why, you know, who's affecting you, what's affecting you, why it's affecting you, kind of getting a control of it. And I honestly feel, because this is healing energy, that original channel message about your ancestrals, maybe I'm feeling for some of you, your ancestrals are giving you nudges in terms of your body and your feeling about certain people in your life. This has a lot to do with the people in your life, and how to get a grip of your own emotional well-being. And then just kind of like, it doesn't even have to be anything extremely serious in terms of, oh my God, you're falling into depression. For some of you, you guys can, and it can drive you to a certain state of anxiety and depression and frustration here. But for some of you, it could just be as simple as, and I'm not saying simple, because dealing with our emotions are never easy, but it could be something as simple as phrases or specific things that they just say that kind of trigger you. Give me more on this indecision. Whoa. Well, that was fast. This is for love. Give me one more for love, please, for Virgo and this indecision energy. They are spitting out. So yeah, heart chakra. So obviously this has to do with the heart, right? So this indecision, this trapped in fear. Again, you have the Magician again in the love. So this is a lot trapped in fear and heart chakra. We're gonna dig more because I can't see. What I'm feeling is this is a decision, obviously, in terms of your heart right now, on the person, if you're with someone, the person you're with. Where I'm going to be honest, I kind of feel like a little bit of a manipulative energy here, where it kind of blocks you in your heart space. This is why heart chakra is here and trapped in fear is here. For some of you, it could be that you're just trapped in your heart space right now and you need to really start releasing. Yeah, and really realigning yourself. But for some of you, I feel like there's a connection here where you're feeling this person has you somewhat trapped. And again, I'm gonna pull more tarot on that, because I feel like, I don't know, for some reason also, I never for readings to love, you guys, if you see my readings, I do love readings 3 weeks of the month. This is really just a general read in love, so I don't go so thorough like I normally would. But for some reason, I was called this month for December in my general reads to look at blockages for some of the signs, and I'm feeling the same here. Okay, so we'll probably do that for you here. So here we're gonna go back here for finance and career and just pull another layer of tarot here. Spirit, give me more on this finance and career for Virgo. Again, here we have that dissatisfaction. So 4 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the World, and the Hierophant. And there is that loss, I really do feel, with the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. So this is you requiring to be patient. Again, because I'm feeling the same energy with this emotional loss. So this has to do with your time, and there's just disappointments. And I think you need to work through, some of you Virgos need to work through that, for whatever that is. Trust that, whatever you're creating with this Page of Wands. Also in terms of communication, probably getting the word out if it's something new, maybe being more, I feel the communication, whether it's in work environments too, whatever this communication is, it has to be really authentic about you, more pure. Because the wands are about our soul. It's our higher self guidance. And so with magician energy here, your higher self and the wands, and like, that's such a strong position to be in. I don't think you understand with this 8 of Pentacles and this Page of Wands how strong of a position you probably are. And I think you have to trust it, and again, believe in it, Virgo. You have to believe in it. And that's what this is about. This is a whole new chapter with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about your belief system, is about your infrastructure, is about your institution, it's about your patriarchy. The Hierophant is about truths, is about your beliefs. This is entirely about your belief system. And I think this is about you wakening up with the world, a whole new chapter with the Hierophant and the world, wakening up a whole new chapter in your life about the belief system within yourself and what you can accomplish and what you can do. This is definitely trusting yourself. Even if you don't see it, even if with this energy you can't see it, Virgo, but you have to trust that your hard work is paying off, or that whatever steps you're taking, it's moving you towards a whole new chapter, this new beginning, right? Because here you have the beginning and the end, right? You have the World and the Fool. So you have 21, which is the last tarot card, right? The World, the end, and then you start at 0. And it's taking that leap. It's trusting, again, your intuition. This is you being ready for that opportunity. This is you laying a solid plan for your foundation. In this patience and planning here, in this patience and planning with this energy here, yes, you're going to feel all this. You're going to feel the frustrations, the not knowing, the uncertainty during this time of hard work. But you have to trust the process. You have to trust that eventually it will fall into place. It will fall into place, and the picture will get clear. You have to believe. You have to believe here. I really feel this is about you believing in yourself, believing in your abilities and your skills, in this next stage, in this next chapter that could, that is obviously a new chapter. It's a major arcana. So let's see here, Spirit, give me more on this personal growth here. Give me more on this personal growth here. I don't need all this. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so we have strength and 5 of Wands. This has to do with the people in your life for sure. I think you're with the Strength card. This is you creating more of a protective exterior in terms of your strength, more of a protective exterior for yourself in terms of all the outside influences in your life. You got to be careful. I feel, Virgo, though, be careful, because this could also be havoc in your own mind, because again, that word I used, accountability to you about your emotions. That yes, people can frustrate you, but they can't be the ones driving your emotions. You drive your emotions. You have to have the courage. You have to believe that you can control those emotions. You can harbor strong, you have strong abilities to hold and stand strong with anything that comes, any of those challenges. Give me more of this personal growth here for Virgo, please, Spirit. Yeah, and look, you've got the Tower twice. Oh my goodness, this is the Tower 2 times. So you have the Tower confirmed twice. I think this is also an epiphany, an awareness. Yeah, with the Wheel here, where this is truly a turning point to all of the frustration and the limitations maybe other people have placed on you. I think this Spirit is asking you to build the courage. Spirit is asking you, yes, if you're feeling this energy here, for those resonating with this, Virgo, this is a confirmation. Yes, this is a time for you to protect yourself. This is a time to end all this conflict within your life. So we're going to pull here for love here, Spirit. What is this indecision here? This is indecision here in love. This is indecision here in love. Give me more. So you have Magician twice. This is a person who's very deceptive, I feel. For some of you, you're dealing with a Gemini, a Leo, and then you have Libra and Aquarius. So let me look at some blockages here, because what I'm feeling is that this person was very deceptive, and this is why there was a lot of traps in the mind in terms of, one, you trusting, allowing them in. I think, and there's also an intuitive nudge in your heart, that is telling you with the Sun here. I think you've got some level of clarity of who they are. I just think the indecision is, I feel it's because you kind of, a huge part of you doesn't want to let it go. So Spirit, give me a blockage here for this connection. What is the blockage? Wisdom. Trauma has given you perspective and wisdom to assist others. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna get to my thought about this. And then codependent addiction is holding you back. And so this could be codependent. It doesn't have to be like drug specific in this case, but this could be just codependent in terms of I don't want to say not addicted to the trauma, but almost like always being stuck in this state of mind because of repeating patterns that just continue to validate the same story. And at this point, I feel like this is a choice with the Magician being here as well, where you get a choice to transmute that energy. Wisdom. Trauma has given you perspective and wisdom to assist others. So this is, again, I feel ancestral guidance here, where they're presenting you the wisdom, because this is, I love the owl, you guys. I love my owls. Owls to me is a totem of wisdom, and it has to do with your roots and guidance that come to you. And so there's wisdom here about your own patterns of connecting with probably people who are not going to reflect back to you the love that you truly want. What they keep reflecting back is the trauma. And so at this point, you have perspective and wisdom because you've already been through this already. And so this indecision has to basically become a decision at this point. So you're now being presented an opportunity to make a decision, make this change, the storm warning, which is the death. This is like to shake things up and really shift away from this way of being, this way of thinking, and coming back into your heart space. Again, for some of you, I feel this goes kind of hand in hand with the personal growth here, because this is about healing and this is about the people in your space and who you allow. So door to personal healing and happiness. I feel like this is accountability to your own space and your own heart about anyone you allow in your space, and you really owning it with the Strength card here and taking those initiatives to really protect your heart in a more healthier way, not in a guarded way where you're never going to let anyone in, not like that, but in a way where you have the courage to vocalize what you need to vocalize when it makes you uncomfortable, and when you don't want that invading your space. Okay, so I want to pull some major arcanas here. These are my major arcanas from my guardian angel deck. I love it because I love what they say, and so I'm going to be using these from now on a lot, because I just love them, because especially for the monthly reads, because I feel like there are always major shifts in the month. So I want to know what's the major shift for you in terms of the major arcanas, because major arcanas are about major shifts in our lives. So I want to know what's the major shifts for you, Virgo, for the month of December. Ooh. I can't pick it up because of my nails, but we know. Okay, of course. So we have the Hangman, seeing clearly, and this is about perspective. So seeing clearly, it's time to view things from a different perspective. You have the blessed gift to see past the current situation and envision amazing possibilities. Don't worry, the pause and momentum while you rethink your plan won't last. Embrace your uniqueness and allow it to serve you. And obviously to me, this seeing clearly goes with everything here, but especially here where it's saying, while you rethink your plan won't last. This is about you planning and you being patient with yourself here. This energy that I'm feeling here as well strongly. So allow the momentum to come in. It may feel slow, but you've got to trust the process, and this is about you being guided to a period of really rationalizing and viewing things from a different perspective, for sure. And then we have review and contemplation. This is the judgment. So you've accomplished a great deal in your life, and you have much to be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the present, you'll get clear and on your divine life purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. Yep. So we're going to pull another message because I just love these. Let's see what else we got here. Spirit, what other guidance can we give Virgo for the month of December, please? What other added guidance? Too many. Yeah, so I love this. Emotions. Let your deepest emotions come to the surface and release them. It is okay to be emotional. When you suppress them, you will only cause pain and blocks into your body. To have a healthy energy flow, you must learn to manage your emotions and acknowledge them. And that is this door to personal healing. So I think you figuring out how people make you feel is something that you need to really study and learn, and then find a way to manage so it's not affecting you and bringing such huge shifts to you in cycles in terms of how you feel in your day, what you're doing. It can ruin and mess up your day the whole day, or it's just for you to be more mindful. And here we have facing fears. You are running, but you can't hide. It's time to go within and face what you fear. What is holding you back in living your best life? You're the only one who can. It starts with you and ends with you. Oh my God. Okay, this is what I love about this, because this is what I was meaning. It starts with you and ends with you. This is that energy that I was saying with the world and the fool. So you have the world. This is the end. So this is like the Bible. I mean, I don't mean to reference, but you guys know the universe is the beginning and the end. So this is the zero. This is the beginning and the end. So you have to know that things start with you and end with you. And this is about you transmuting that cycle for you, and you really creating something that's going to want to make you happy, and it's going to be the life you really want to live. So this is about you facing your fears, and really releasing that. So let me get one more. Spirit, give me one more message, guidance. Stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. You've got 2 cards, Virgo, about trusting your intuition and really going within, and about going with the flow at this point. So answers will come once you allow yourself to and give yourself that space. Virgo, this is your read for the month of December. Thank you for stopping by here at Larisa Lili Temperance. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I am here to nurture you. Until next message, bye.